Rock and roll, man.
Good evening. Good evening. My name is Connor Cleveland, and I'm the president of the senior class. It is my honor to welcome each and every one of you to the graduation of the class of 2018. It's remarkable to think that our past 4 years here at Fort Walton Beach High School are coming to an end. On behalf of the senior class, I would like to thank every faculty member for the endless help and much-needed guidance through the most confusing times of our lives. Through heartache and happiness, we have always been there for each other, and that is a very special thing that not all high school students get to experience. Tonight, we will graduate and leave high school in the past. As we begin our new journeys, I wish the best of luck to all of my peers and hope that all of you in front of me tonight will keep in touch and maintain the lifetime friendships you have created. As you walk across the stage tonight, I want you to remember all of the amazing times we had together as a class. Time has flown by at an incredible speed, leaving us all wishing we still had more. Well, minus the high school part. Once again, welcome to tonight's ceremony. Please rise for the presentation of the colors.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
You're good. See you, Connor. Dear. Turn those mics on. Turn those mics on. Good evening. My name is John Spolsky, and I'm the principal of the finest high school north of Key West, Fort Walton Beach. I'd like to congratulate all of our graduates, but before we get started formally, I'd like to introduce some dignitaries. School board member, Mr. Dewey Destin. Assistant Superintendent, Nick Kutsaratis. And Okaloosa County employee and Viking alum, Henry Kelly. At this time, give a round of applause, a loud one, for our class of 2018. Graduates, you may be seated. It thrills me tonight to stand in front of this community on the new turf next to the surf. Please join me as we listen to special words from our academic leaders, Miss Rachel Mcmullen, Carson Miller, Abigail Morgan, Waylon Steele, and Lucy Rudman.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Rachel Mcmullen, and I'm honored to be able to speak to you guys tonight. I would like to formally welcome you all to the commencement of the class of 2018. To begin, I believe all the wonderful supporters sitting in the audience tonight deserve a huge shout out. Your student couldn't have accomplished this without all of your help. And now, a big congratulations to the class of 2018. Tonight's the night, you guys. We've almost made it. This ceremony tonight represents the outstanding achievement of successfully completing 4 years of high school. Now, I know not everybody has been a student at Fort Walton Beach High School all 4 years, because we've been blessed with several additions to the Viking family each and every year. But any student who has walked down the halls of Fort Walton Beach High School at least once can attest to how amazing it is to be a Viking. Don't get me wrong, the Viking family is quite a complex unit. It's like going to a family reunion with 2,000 of your closest family members 5 times a week. Things can be tense at times, but Fort Walton Beach has a motto that each student is known and valued. While it may be hard to comprehend how all 2,000 students are known and valued, it's true. Faculty members and staff are constantly reaching out to students, but what truly amazed me during senior year was how many seniors made the efforts to connect with everybody, whether it be on a sports team, in the band, in an afternoon club, or within the halls. I am proud to say that you seniors are the main reason that each student is known and valued. You all truly spread the love this year, which made this school feel like a family, and that is going to be a hard legacy to follow. Seniors, as many of you have done this year, keep spreading the love to one another. Romans 12:8 says, "Let no debt remain outstanding except the continuing debt to love one another, for whoever loves others has fulfilled the law." After we walk across this stage tonight, we will all be entering into the next phase of our lives. No matter where you are going or what you are doing, try to make a positive impact and never forget where you came from. Graduating is a grand accomplishment, so tonight, do not take this lightly. You're closing this chapter of your life, but don't forget to thank your loved ones and celebrate how far you come. So, foremost, I would like to give praise to God tonight and thank my mom and my dad for all their support. Thank you, Fort Walton Beach High School, for providing me the tools to succeed, and mostly thank all of you in the class of 2018 for making this the best 4 years of my life. I love you all, and be safe out there in the world.
In preparing for this speech, I had a really hard time finding any ideas. I'm not gonna lie, I literally spent 3 weeks not knowing what to do. And when I say not knowing, I literally had a Word document titled Graduation Speech open and completely blank for that whole time. But somehow, out of complete nothingness, I managed to find a couple of ideas that I would like to leave with you as we branch off into our new worlds. Going back to last year, in just about the middle of the tennis season, one memory sticks out vividly to me. You might think it's a big match I won, or the time we beat our rivals, but this is nothing like that. This is the memory that will always stick with me. It is the time I used calculus to win my tennis match. You might be curious to know how I measured the rate at which the ball leaves the tennis racket, or how I calculated the height would bounce off the ground, but I'm not going to give that answer to you quite yet. While I give you a second to figure that out, I'd like to take a moment to congratulate all the seniors. This is a night to celebrate our achievements and all that we have done these past 4 years at Fort Walton Beach High School. It has been quite the journey, and boy, has it been crazy. From being a freshman trying to navigate our way to class, to being a senior and trying to avoid all those lost freshmen. I can't say that every second of it was the best time of my life, especially not those late nights spent finishing the last math problem or writing the ending to an essay, but it will truly be a time I will always remember and cherish. Now back to calculus and tennis. No, I did not pull out my calculator and derive some fancy equation to help me win the match. I remember I was one of the last matches to be playing. I was having a tough match and I just could not seem to pull ahead. My teammates were cheering me on, but it was one statement that really got to me. In the middle of my tennis match, Cameron Kelly, a senior last year, yells out the statement, "Carson, just go to your happy place. Think that you're in calculus." Apparently, these comical words of motivation were enough, and they helped me to pull out the win. To this day, this memory still brings me back to the good times of tennis and all the crazy shenanigans that go with it. Anything from the Tallahassee trips with mice to drawing pictures, and yes, that's where you see them. From this experience, I learned a very important lesson. Just have fun with the things that you do. Yes, I could have just focused on winning my tennis match and not let this humorous comment affect me, but as I let my nerves go and just have fun with playing, things started looking up. What a great life lesson. Sometimes we need to approach challenges from a different direction. Of course, I'm not saying to go crazy and break every rule, but sometimes success occurs when you step off the highly traveled path. Like the famous poet Robert Frost once wrote, "I took the one less traveled by, and that has made all the difference." Going our separate ways, I want to challenge you to sometimes take the path less traveled. Have fun with the things that you do, and do not take everything so seriously. As we leave here tonight, go back and think of one memory from your time in high school. Think of all the laughter shared with your friends, or that one moment you realized how much you were done with school. I know that as we remember these moments, we will be truly grateful for the family we have developed. From the students who sit around you, to the teachers and other faculty that have guided us to where we are today, we have really grown into the family of Fort Walton Beach High School. I know that each of us will go on to do great things in life, and that this greatness all started here because of this family, because of the day 4 years ago when we all became a Viking. Thank you.
Good evening, everyone. For those of you who don't know me, my name is Abigail Morgan, and it is an honor to be standing in front of over 300 of my peers, representing the tradition of excellence that is Fort Walton Beach High School. I want to thank everyone who came out here tonight, my friends and family especially, to support us in our commencement. I know you guys are all ready to graduate, so I'm going to try and make this quick. First of all, I want to take a moment to thank the incredibly hardworking teachers and faculty who have pushed all of us to be the best versions of ourselves by helping us to grow tremendously over the past 4 years and teaching us so many valuable lessons. I want to thank Ms. Stone for being such a phenomenal mentor and always believing in me, even when I didn't believe in myself. I want to thank Coach Ryan for being such a kind and generous soul and the best wave teacher I could have asked for, and also for constantly letting me steal your candy. I'd also like to thank Mr. Latham for his passion for teaching and for his unparalleled ability to prepare his students for the AP exam. I've never felt more confident in my life. And Ms. Pfister for making calculus simple, easy, and fun. And of course, I'd love to thank all the other teachers and staff who dedicate their lives to shaping the next generation of bright-minded people. Thank you for all that you do. I'd also like to recognize all of the parents and guardians of our graduating seniors. You have been here since day one, helping to create a future for us and prepare us for adulthood. Without my family's unconditional love, support, and pride in my accomplishments, I'm not sure I would be walking across this stage today, and I'm sure the same can be said for plenty of you. So do me a favor and don't forget to tell your family how grateful you are to have them. I know I love mine. Of course, this wouldn't be a graduation speech if I didn't recognize the class of 2018, who have all spent the last 4 years awaiting this very moment. Although I don't know many of you personally, I know that making it to graduation took hard work, long, stressful nights, and dedication to a goal that all of us are accomplishing tonight. For that, you should all be proud. The journey to graduation wasn't an easy one. I spent much of high school with a stilted, narrow-minded outlook on what it means to be successful. I told myself the only way that I would be successful was by maintaining perfect grades, being involved in every club and extracurricular that I could, regardless of if I enjoyed them, and getting into only the most selective universities. Senior year has been quite a wake-up call. The scrutiny I put myself under for so long only had the outcome of letting me down, because I found that I was incapable of being satisfied with my accomplishments. Once I reached senior year, I began to see what reality is like, and I realized that I may not always be perfect, no matter how hard I push myself. Faced with the harsh truth of my situation, I realized that perfection is not attainable, especially when you can never satisfy your own expectations. I began to appreciate the small victories, accomplishments that I never before saw as valid because my unhealthy mindset had convinced me that only the goals met with the most prestige were worth celebrating. Once I saw the value in every success, whether that be waking myself up in the morning and getting to school on time, or being asked to give a speech at graduation, I found that I was much happier with the path that I'm headed on, even if it isn't the future that I had imagined for myself. My point is, you should always celebrate the small victories, because every single one of you here today has something to be proud of. You made it through 13 years of school, and many of you will be heading off to post-secondary schools in the summer or fall. Your commitment over the past 4 years is worth celebrating, and I'm confident that all 368 of you guys are capable of success. Thank you, class of 2018. Now let's graduate!
As iron sharpens iron, so one person sharpens another. This school and the people within it have sharpened me mentally, physically, and spiritually since I was a little 5-year-old running down the halls in an oversized football jersey. Starting as a dull, plain piece of iron, I have had countless teachers, coaches, mentors, and friends sharpen me to where I am today. I'm very grateful for every single person in my life, and I thank God every day for the opportunities and blessings He has given me. There's no way I can start thanking specific people because we'll be here until midnight, and I'll still leave someone out. But the one person I have to thank is the man who's been my teacher, my coach, my mentor, and my friend since the day I was born. Thank you, Dad. We gotta make him cry, guys. Standing up here in front of my entire graduating class, I have a pretty nice platform to tell you guys whatever I want. But there's only one challenge that I have for every single person sitting in these chairs. This is not just addressed to the honors grads, to the athletes, to the band members, or to any single group in particular. This is addressed to every single person on this field today who is going into the workforce, into the military, or into college after high school. This is addressed to every person on this field who will wake up tomorrow and have an opportunity to do something worthwhile. All of the people in this stadium today have been pieces of iron in your life, spending time and effort to sharpen you somehow. As you continue to be sharpened, take what has been given to you and give it back to the world. Be a piece of iron that sharpens someone around you. This is something that can be done within the next decade, within the next year, within the next day. Take initiative and go sharpen somebody. Make them better each day. Push them. Motivate them to be better today than they were yesterday. Because years from now, no one will remember your GPA, no one will remember how much of a stud you were on the field, and sadly, no one will remember how good looking you were. But the impact you have on the people around you will echo into eternity. Thank you.
Hi guys. Okay, last speech. Good evening, friends, family, and faculty. 1 year ago, I was getting ready to attend the class of 2017's graduation ceremony. My mom came into my room and insisted I listen to movie director Baz Luhrmann's commencement speech from 1999. I was not thinking about the future or the inevitability of my own graduation. I was simply taking a moment to enjoy my mom and the wise advice flowing from her phone's speakers. Class of 99, the speech begins. Wear sunscreen. Since that day, I must have listened to it 100 times. I can recite the words by heart. Because that moment carried so much weight for me, I'd like to offer you my favorite parts of the speech, starting with, do one thing every day that scares you. Sing. Don't be reckless with other people's hearts. Don't put up with people who are reckless with yours. Enjoy your body. Use it every way you can. Don't be afraid of it or what other people think of it. It's the greatest instrument you will ever own. Dance. Even if you have nowhere to do it but in your own living room. Keep your old love letters. Throw away your old bank statements. Stretch. Don't feel guilty if you don't know what you want to do with your life. Maybe you'll marry, maybe you won't. Maybe you'll have children, maybe you won't. Maybe you'll divorce at 40, maybe you'll dance the funky chicken on your 75th wedding anniversary. Whatever you do, remember, your choices are half chance. So are everybody else's. Get to know your parents. You'll never know when they'll be gone for good. Be nice to your siblings. They're the best link to the past and the most likely to stick with you in the future. Don't waste your time on jealousy. Sometimes you're ahead, sometimes you're behind. The race is long, and in the end, it's only with yourself. I hope that his words resonate with you as they resonated with me. As for high school, some of it we remember, and most of it we forget. I hope the moments that stay with you are the good ones. Class of 2018, I believe in us. I'd like to thank you for making my high school experience the best it could be. Whether you're staying in the Panhandle or heading down south, whether you're East Coasting or West Coasting, whether you're in Utah or Maine or Indiana, stay true to who you are, and trust me on the sunscreen. Thank you.
Hey, would you guys come off stage? At this time, we will turn it over to Miss Folsom, our Viking voice, for the confirmation of our 2018 graduates.
Will the class of 2018 please come forward and be recognized? Lucille Jane Rudman. Waylon Prescott Steele. Abigail Tyree Morgan. Carson Scott Miller. Rachel Grady Mcmullen. Samuel Walsh Abel. Andrew Joseph Bachman. Ryan Alexander Bell. William Marshall Bigger. Bailey Aaron Clark. Connor Nicholas Cleveland. Nicole Addison Cobble. Roxanne Lee Daniel. Angela DeJesus. Caroline Grace Earls. Amaya Monet Edwards. Orlando Espinoza Jr. Cheney Ann Fisher. Trinity Marie Helton. Claire Germaine Hook. Hannah Kate Hunter. Madison Ray M. Grace Emerald Martelli. Sydney Giselle Newberry. Emma Huang Yen Nguyen. Grant Forsyth Oberly. Jeremiah Richard Ogilvy. Caroline Elizabeth Porter. Emily Ann Royal. Jackson Ryan Sheffield. Dane Thomas Shelton. Megan Heather Wolf. Presley Allen Blackburn. Hannah Michelle Brownsberger. Vanessa Danielle Bird. Sonia Maria Daldine. Savannah Brooklyn Duke. Evelyn Odessa Farrier. Jordan Seth Huckabee. Jordan David Johnson. Daniel Austin Kolb. Amanda Ray Morgan. Declan Wallace Murray. Madison Rain Musco. Angie Sarai Ordonez. Allison Victoria Pettit. Jane Kuzong Pham. Mikhail Maverick Mapili Santos. Logan Lee Smith. Ryan Lee Nelson Strong. Audrey Renee Toogood. Sharice Thomas. Helen Hun Vu. Jade Ashton Zenger. Colin Thomas Ainsworth. Sierra Lavon Boykins Smith. Sophia Rose Castro. Cameron Shea Colvin. Elena Joy Davies. Paige Madison Doherty. Atsiri Gonzalez. Lauren Tamar Gray. Andrea Caroline Gwynn. Jack Chase Lavin. Robert Carl Leach. Kayla Ree Lemak. Keegan Daniel Lloyd. Sierra Lacole Lochtefeld. Christian Taylor Lucas. Madison May Mackin. Alexander Matthew Wynn. Brandon Alexander Olivieri.
Go, Dad!
Roderick Andico Peacock. Kana Renee Pitts. Charles Brandon Rockwell. Juliet Adele Russo. Alexis Brooke Sharp. Chloe Ada Ellen Sweeting. Princess Jasmine Bernardo Tafalia. Elena Dawn Torres. Carol Louise Van. Julia Ann Zapataki. Randall Stephen Adamic. Madeline Paige Adams. Mackenzie Riley Adams. Kaylee Ann Adkins. Macy Blair Afterkirk. Adrian Nolan Agulto. Austin Richard Alexander. Octavia Janae Allen. Adam Michael Anderson. Jasa Bailey Anderson. Isaiah Charles Paisley Anderson Hart. Cody Wayne Arnold. Cody Lamar Jamel Askew. Aya Annie Ayad. Jonathan Richard Bachtel. Megan Renee Bates. Peyton Lewis Bauer. Anthony James Beasley.
You're going to go to the V, wait for your name to be called. Just wait 1 second. 1 second, let me get for you.
Kayla Marie Beauchamp. Catherine Isabel Berta.
Gotcha.
Jeremiah Richard Best. James Timothy Byer.
Go now.
Rebecca Elizabeth Bigham. Tristan Cole Bamarito.
Just a minute. Go. Tell me when to go.
Alyssa Victoria Bonanno. Cordell Emmanuel Brody.
Go now.
Owen Martez Brooks.
Go right now.
Dewan Trammell Bryant.
Go now.
Dante Tyreek Buckley. Kiera Lachey Burgess. Kayla Michelle Butterworth. Arbriana Rayshun Bird. Jacob Keith Cabatana. Mariori Guadalupe Calderon. Alex Fair Camargo. Alexandria Dawn Campbell. Serona Brandy Campbell. Phoebe Rose Carnahan.
Right there.
Jack Xavier Caro.
Right there at the V.
Brendan Patrick Carter. Bryce Gabriel Carter.
Go straight. Go now.
William Joseph Casey. Sharnithia Shiana Cheney. Olivia Marie Shazinski. Bradley Zane Clark. Lauren Renee Klein. Malik Mack Coleman. Hannah Nicole Colgan. Anissa Renee Cook. Cassandra Lynn Cook. Sean William Copeland. Joseph Coslett. Christina Keisha Covington. Taryn Amik Cradle. Edward Richard Kakuza III. Caitlin Michelle Cuevas. Kelly Ann Zapp. Aaliyah Sienna Davenport. Noah Joseph Da Silva. Claudia Leleone Dasen. Carmelyn Dahaney. Sage Dean Delfino. Austin Daniel DeLong. Aaron David Destin. Parker Harrison Durrell. Drake Michelli Deal. Dalen Marie Dixon. Diamone Audrine Dixon. Eric John Dixon. Bernard Roper Doctor III. Rachel Ann Dorman. Michael Klein Dormany. Carl Philip Dorn. Lisbeth Elizabeth Duarte. Daniel Kelly Duckett. Virginia Ann Elsperman. Cesar Julio Estrada Jr. Jordan Raphael Evans. Emily Ray Fagley. Valentino George Finley. Megan Renee Gamlin. Keyshawn Malik Gant. Victoria Elena Garafiello. Emily Sarah Elizabeth Getchell. Sterling Hunter Glover. Alexia Gonzalez. Ginger Lynn Gore. Caitlin Leanne Graham. Jeremiah Delancio Gudinez. Jared Tyler Gesford. Nicholas Matthew Gunlock. Augustin Andre Gutierrez. Diego Miguel Hamner de Cornejo. Sashima Amari Hampton. Mallory Brooke Hardesty. Marcus William Harris, Jr. Savannah Lucille Heath. Cariana Marie Heidemann. Devon Danny Hendricks. Patrick Joseph Hennessy. Trinity Jewel Henson Delanoy. Carson Blair Higgins. Jacob Ryan Hockman. Quentin Taylor Holmes. Zebediah Daniel Hoskin Wagner. Riley Jean Houston. Brianna Destiny Hughes. Chase Lee Hurt. Tamaya Sky Hurt. Haley Reese Hyder. Corey Deshawn Jackson. Barrett Ryan James. Jack Hunter Jensen. Markel Terrell Jeter. Bailey Brooke Johnson. James Wallace Johnson III. Kyra Ann Elizabeth Johnson. Cordell Wayne Jones. Fabian Locke Jordan Jr. Taylor Marie Jordan. Skylar Xavier Keegan. Jonathan Christopher Kipp. Hannah Ann Marie Cook. Alexander Michael Knife. Jordan Daniel Culler. Sydney Caroline Lack. James Evan Lawrence. Melissa Jo Leatham. Kaylani Jade Lewis. Rory Sky Lewis. Caroline Ann Leo. Cora Gail Littlefield. Jesus David Lopez.
Go now.
Tracy Elizabeth Lopez. Iris Giselle Lozano. Justice Conrad Lucas. Michael Jacob Lumbriaras, Jr.
Yep, to the V.
Isaac Daniel Machado. Allison Daniela Macias Rodriguez. Samantha Alexis McKenzie. Van Evan Mackey. Paige Ashley Maycumber. Van Heidi Magdua. Nadia Leilani Alexandria Maben. Tajay O'Neill Maitland. India Desiree Malone. Madeline Janine Mangum. Austin Dakota Marino. Sabrina Marie Matakin. Colwyn Alexander Mason. Justin Paul Massey. Dakota Carlene Matthews. Dante Matthews. Leonardo Matia Kubov. Cade Anthony McAllister. Noelle Caitlin McBride. Jordan Cooper McCotter. Sheridan Ember Tennille Miller. Dontrell Devon McLaurin. Ian Michael McClellan. Elisa Dejanita McLeod. Spencer Ryan McPherson. Miriam Alejandra Mendoza. Jared Lee Meza. Evan Lee Mixon. Braden Tyler Moyer. Amber Elizabeth Mundell. Nathan Paul Neely. Haley Eunice Netro Moroyoki. Natarina Nia Wynn. Rebecca Wynn. Peyton Lane Nichols. Gabrielle Alexis Nix. Taylor Ann Nixon. Ashton Alexander Normand.
Look at the floor.
Alec Jordan Nuss. DeAndre Christopher Oates. James Gerald Ogilvy.
Go now.
Abigail Rosalina Ortega Navarez. Cameron Scott Page.
Go, 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 go.
Heather Cassandra Pappas. Alexander Hunter Parsley. Devin Alpesh Patel. Ranisha Sade Payton. Dylan Andres Pazmino. Nash Michael Pence. Hannah Elise Perez. Madison Ann Phillips. Taylor Nicole Pilkington. Teron Wesley Pitts Bryant. Sarah Jean Popple. Denasia Shantae Powell King. Natalia Beatrice Prates. Caleb George Preston. Mike Anthony Quintanar. Reese Alina Quinton. Zoe Marie Kittiqua. Kenyon Mershad Redman. Connor Matthew Reed. Kenzie Joselis Reyes Mayokin. Suetonius Demetrius Richard Jr. Cameron Tyler Rydell. Brandon Morgan Reve. Maya Adriana Rivera. Mercedes Aaliyah Robbins. Rebecca Claire Roberts.
Right there at the V.
Hudson Christopher Robinson. Joshua Javier Rodriguez. Nathaniel Lee Rodriguez. Gabriel Eduardo Roman. Gabriel Boroli Roque. Enrique Roberto Rosa Diaz. Abriana Lucia Sammartino. Catherine Evelyn Samples. Tobiah Isaiah Sansbury. Megan Elizabeth Saunders. Karina Renee Scallon. Wesley Connor Seeley. Devon Lamont Silver. John William Smith. Kevin Tyler Smith. Alexis Ann Sparks. Gideon Leslie Spicer. Brittany Rose Spielman. Brody William Stevens. Siani Lee Stockton. Bailey Justine Stokes. Abigail Rayanne Sikora. Nina Sipneski. Tanavia Tanavia Ron Kisier Tassin. Maria Julia Tashira De Silva. Michael Barry Templin. Matthew Isaac Terry. Thomas John Thielman. Nicholas Scott Thomas. Savannah Lynn Thompson. Trevor Lamar Thompson. Patrick William Tippin II. Tyler Touchstone. Bianca Ann Travieso. Giselle Maribi Tercios. Jeremiah Tyler. Angelo Michael Lako Yusasan. Samantha Ann Vecchione. Trung Min Vu. Taylor Nicole Wachtel. Chantel Monasia Walker. Jackson Lavelle Walker. Ashaya Cambria Ward.
Go ahead, go.
Tobias Mikhail Ward Bolden. Kyle Joseph Worf. Hakeem Tyrese Watt. James Ashley Conrad Vincent Welch. Jules Cordelia Welch. Cheyenne Naima White. Amaya Monique White. Lindsay Ann White.
Go ahead, go, go, go. Got it. Hold on just a sec.
Case Owen Whitfield. Bradley Kyle Wilkinson. Kayla Asia Williams.
Yep, 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 yep.
Shelby Lillian Williams. Elizabeth Justine Willis.
Right there.
Roderick Ledesma Willis. Dylan Cortez Womack. India Soleil Woodard. Nicholas Matthew Woodward. Brandon Dean Wright. Cecil Dyrell Yeomans. Lance Joseph Ziegler. Katerina Isabel Zespa.
Go, go, go.
Blaine Stosh Zielinski.
Let's give a round of applause for Miss Folsom. At this time, graduates, if you would please stand. Listen carefully. By the power vested in me from the state of Florida and Okaloosa County School District, upon completion of all requirements by our pupil progression plan, I hereby confirm you as graduates of Fort Walton Beach High School. You are now graduated.